We just got out of Sausage Party and the new Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg film. And what are your initial thoughts, guys?
Overhyped. Didn't like it.
Overhyped? It didn't feel like hyped at all.
No. What?
No, it really
Everybody that I knew was talking about this.
Well, yeah, because it looks funny as fuck. They didn't really, nobody really hyped it up as, like,
my friends
let's say,
did.
Okay, well,
kids at work did.
It was funny, but it's just funny.
I was gonna say, how can they like Seth Rogen's movies but give a negative review on Suicide Squad?
Yeah. You know what?
It's all part of the system.
It's because Seth Rogen's a Jew, and Hollywood's controlled by Jews.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
Oh
Conspiracies! The only thing I kind of liked about this movie, they nod off to Saving Private Ryan. That was the funniest part to me.
That was shown in the trailers.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
yeah, a lot of
they're not missing much.
Yeah, a lot of the best stuff was actually shown in the trailer. All right, before we go any further,
Oh, I haven't given mine.
go, fucker.
I was about to do it. It was funny. I liked some of it. It was stupid. It was stupid. But it still made me laugh at multiple times in the film, regardless whether it was a scene that was shown in the trailers or not.
You had a lot of us laughing in theaters.
I did, man. I was fucking bursting.
Before we go any further, spoiler alerts. We're going to be talking about this movie in detail, in all the gory, dirty, naughty detail. So if you want to skip all that and just go to our final thoughts, scores, click on this time code right here. It'll take you to that, just letting you know you've been warned.
They're eating children! Fucking children!
Remember how you said in Suicide Squad they took like a bunch of scenes, put it in the randomizer? That's what I feel like kind of happened.
It was on a track. I'm not saying it was the most straight track, but it was still on a track.
The main plot is that there's a sausage named Frank, played by Seth Rogen, and he's in a package with all of his friends. They all live in this magical grocery store where they hope to be chosen by the people that shop there and taken to the great beyond. They start kind of uncovering this conspiracy that maybe
Illuminati.
Pretty much, they find the Illuminati and discover that the world outside is actually terrifying and pure hell.
I felt like that whole great beyond angle, same way religion is in these days.
Yeah, I got that vibe too.
Yeah, how everyone's worshiping the great beyond, everyone believes in it, and then there's the Illuminati who completely made it up, so food wouldn't be scared to go home with these people and die.
The idea is that the great beyond was supposed to be this comfort to escape the harsh realities of the world. The non-perishables, which consist of whiskey, grits, and a Twinkie, decide to make this story up and just spread that doctrine amongst everybody. In a horrible accident, Frank and Brenda get separated from their packages and their friends, and along with a Jewish bagel and I cannot a Middle Eastern piece of bread. I'm sorry.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what the fuck that is either. And a taco. They decide to travel among the aisles and many stereotypes to get back home and to warn people about the dangers. The other subplot consists of this douche played by Nick Kroll. Nick Kroll played the douche in Parks and Rec.
Oh,
so this is the character that he's been playing before, but instead of being a shock jock host, he's basically a sociopath who he gains like Incredible Hulk powers when he goes bad and absorbs things.
He was taken to the trash room, to the back room, after the accident that left our heroes stranded. And so he was battered, he was broken, he was almost done. And then there was a juice box there who had also
Had a puncture.
had a puncture and was being thrown away. And so what douchebag decided to do,
no, he's not a douchebag, he's a douche.
What the douche decided to do is
big distinction, I guess.
He decided to drink out of the puncture of the juice box, which was at his dick, and basically suck him dry, gaining powers. What he does throughout the film so he can gain more power and have revenge on the sausage and bun because he blames them on what happened to him. I felt like I needed to be high to watch this, and I feel like I really should have been high.
I like that they're playing off of the Disney movies. Enough to the point where they got the songwriter from Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast to write the songs in this movie. Yeah, whenever this movie opens up, this ear of corn starts singing this praise and worship song to the gods, which are humans, and it is very much a Disney-esque theme song.
When the Whiskey was talking about how they wrote the song, he goes, "Yeah, we wrote the song, and you know, y'all sang it, and then eventually y'all came and put y'all's own thing in it, and we're like, what the fuck are you doing?"
Stealing our shit, damn crackers.
Did you get it, guys? The commentary? I think if I was like 15, I would love the shit out of this movie.
It's made for the 14 and 15-year-olds inside of us
that can't go see this movie.
It's for our inner 14, 15-year-olds as we are all in our 20s. This is a very juvenile film, regardless of it being rated R, regardless of it being very explicit.
A lot of racist jokes, too.
A lot of racist jokes.
Yeah.
But it's Seth Rogen. He's a Jew, so it's okay.
Everyone gets it in this film.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
no
everyone
race,
fucking
there's
gets it.
no group of people that's left unoffended.
Frank, hot dog, lives matter.
The stereotypes they're bringing up, they're not really doing any twist with them. It's just kind of like showing them, but represented by food. And I'm like, okay. There's a scene where Frank's best friend named Barry, he's played by Michael Cera, he escapes from the house where it's in the trailer. The lady goes, you know, cooks all the food and everybody's screaming and running, and he comes across this dude that's buying bath salts, and because the dude buying bath salts has the grocery bag that he comes from, he gets the idea to jump inside and maybe he'll take him back to the grocery store. But whenever the guy gets in his car, did y'all notice the bumper sticker that said Dixar?
Yep.
On top of that, did y'all notice the license plate did Pixar's thing and did A113?
Did they really?
They really did.
Oh my god.
I'm a sucker for shitty puns.
You're just like, okay.
So when you're looking at some of the food labels, there's something about, I think it was the eggs that said like, from my butt farms, and then the Chinese food said poo ping. Like, pooping Chinese food.
This is literally a movie for 15-year-old boys.
If I remember right, it was when in the kitchen, he said was it Carl?
Yeah. Carl is played by Jonah Hill, by the way.
Didn't he say "Run, Barry, run"?
Yeah. God damn it!
His name was fucking Barry. Chill out.
Jesus.
Hey man, I'm just putting. You know, could be.
Shut your whore mouth! One of the big revelations of this movie, super spoiler alert, is that the guy that's taking bath salts, whenever someone takes bath salts, they can see and understand the food for what they truly are. It kind of breaks the fourth dimension. Guys, bath salts make you see cartoons.
Oh, shit.
Totally recommend. 6 out of 6 stars for bath salts.
HalfKocked is not liable for any overdoses in bath salts or do not recommend any use of bath salts as drugs. This is the disclaimer. Please do not use any of that shit.
The food became murderous too.
Oh god.
They were protecting themselves, man. Second Amendment, bro.
There are no guns in this one except
There
used by the clerk.
There's a gun.
They used axes, bro.
It looked like he had a 500 Smith & Wesson. So, but the clerk had a massive ass Magnum.
Yeah, he did.
Let's go! Hey, buddy, what do you got to nitpick today?
Go fuck yourself.
Pull something out of your ass, we don't care.
I don't. Besides the gun having more than 6 bullets, and it's like a fucking gun that big.
Well, maybe they're in Texas.
I have a nitpick.
What?
Oh
If you
shit.
soak a toothpick in like a drop of bath salts, well, that's not gonna get you that high.
Also,
I've never done bath salts, so I don't know from experience.
also, the
but
toothpicks were going through clothing, like
And the
jeans and
knives.
shit.
in the aisle with the knives, whenever the knives were falling down on Frank,
They were
like,
breaking through the
slamming
floor.
into the concrete ground, breaking the concrete floor. It
Yeah.
wouldn't fall like that.
The last we see of Barry, he's dealing with the bath salts guy after he's come off his high, and so the bath salts guy is hungry and he's gonna cook him. Scene cuts. Barry comes back 10 minutes later, and Frank's like, "What the fuck? How did you survive?" And he goes, "Well, guess what? The gods can be killed." He pulls out this, like, is it just me or did he pull out one of those silver dome platters?
Fell out of the air filter.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Frank's just like, "What the fuck? How did you kill him?" Turns out, in a Final Destination move, Frank, what was it? Barry fell, he missed the pot, bath salts guy tried to grab him, spilled the boiling water on himself, and when he fell backwards, the decorative axe that he had hanging precariously above his kitchen door sill
Yeah.
just like fell off and cut his fucking head off. And then somehow Barry learned how to drive a car. They come back, and Barry has this plan that whenever people are trying
You're
to...
fucking cool.
What the fuck? Is he driving a hatchback and he's trying to screech
No,
off?
it's a SUV or a crossover.
Ooh, so
Badass.
scary.
Must suck
Say
having a small
Toyota.
dick, huh?
Daniel, I like her. Just keep her.
Barry gets the idea to
That's right.
infect everybody in the store with bath salts so they can all see them. Because when the bath salt guy sees Barry for the first time, he's just sitting there like, "Whoa, it's fucking food talking to me, man." What he doesn't take into consideration is that the people that get on bath salts, which they do, by dipping the bath salts in toothpicks and shooting at them like fucking Dances with Wolves, the humans go ape shit
Oh god.
and they become even bigger of a danger.
Yeah.
This entire third act turns into the food uniting to, in wacky ways, take out all these humans.
There was this one guy who, I think he was our first casualty of the night, besides the bath salts guy. He ended up falling down in the candy aisle, and Licorice had him tied down and everything. On the top of the counters, you see
Basically Mentos.
Sergeant Fizz giving a pep talk to Mentos, saying, "Listen, some people have to sacrifice themselves for the greater good." He goes, "All right, man, this is gonna suck." He pulls his string and just Mentos just fall out of him, and then he falls over dead, and then Sergeant Fizz, which is a Diet Cola, just dive bombs into the guy's mouth and just fucking Mentos Diet Coke, and then fucking just see him explode. It's crazy.
Tiny nitpick corner. The way this happens is that this guy gets filled with Diet Coke and Mentos, and you see his face swell and he's just ready to like burst. It bothered me only because I didn't see like blood
thinking
or
the same
guts
exact
or his
thing.
brains. All you saw was just the residue of soda and Mentos.
When the manager guy has the gun and he sees Gum coming at him with his, Stephen Hawking wheelchair makeshift battery thing for Gum, he gets shot. And then he just keeps going, and the Terminator theme starts coming up, and he just forms back together like the T2 from or the
T-1000.
T-1000.
The little store clerk was trying to open a drawer, couldn't open it. Whenever he got it out, big ass gun comes out, points at the douche, and the douche goes, "Okay, it's not my first choice, but what? Fuck it." rips his pants open,
Get it done anyway.
sticks it in his asshole.
So he basically became an enema.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And controlled him by moving his scrotum.
It's like Ratatouille, except the other way.
And the ass. After the food kills all the gods, the people, and they're celebrating.
Throughout the entire film, Frank and Brenda have been insinuating that, like, once they finally get together, they're gonna have, like, the greatest first time sex of their life. And so it ends like a Disney movie would end, where it's like the prince and princess falling in love and they're going off to, you know, live happily ever after.
Oh my god.
Except they're not the only ones who get to live happily ever after. Jew bagel and Muslim bread start fucking, and then the taco who has been trying to get in Brenda's buns all time, she starts going down, and then the perishable gods start doing a three-way, and then this movie turns into a giant orgy of food. And I'm talking anal, bondage, food cest. They run a train on each other. The bagel gets teabagged by Muslim bread ball scrotums.
The scene came on so suddenly too, like
Yeah.
all of a sudden everybody's celebrating, they're kissing a little bit, and then they're all fucking and pulling anal beads out of each other.
Welcome back. If you clicked on the time code with Sausage Party. What the fuck? This one is an ambitious cartoon film that I don't think was as executed as well as it could have been. I just didn't think it was that funny. But you gotta admire all the fucking madness that went into this. I thought the cast was pretty damn good for what they got. And some of the jokes they got, mostly the stuff in the background, I thought was alright. But I don't know, it just never really left a good impact for me. I can't say that I really dislike it. But if I gotta give it a score, I'm going 2.5.
I'm gonna say about a 3.
2.
It was stupid, but I liked the plot. It was going in a good direction, so I'd give it a 3.
We'll figure out the half-cocked verdict down below. Yeah. Sausage Party, honestly kind of a disappointment. One final word. Parents, let's you and I parents have a little heart-to-heart. Don't be stupid. This movie is rated R. The first word of dialogue in this film is shit. Just because there are animated hot dogs and little baby carrots running across the screen does not mean that this film is appropriate for kids. So please, do the theater employees of America a favor. Do not take your kids to go see this. Don't drop off your teenagers at this. We're mandated to card everybody. Save us the trouble. Otherwise, I will laugh in your stupid cunt face whenever your kid comes out crying going, "Daddy, they killed the lettuce!" No sympathy. I will laugh at you, and I will pull out a hot dog and start eating it devilishly in front of your child. Half-cocked PSA. Don't take your kids to go see Sausage Party. If y'all like this video, feel free to click the like button. We've also got the subscribe button down below if you want to be the first to find out when new content pops up. We've got Facebook and Twitter pages. We've got links to Liam's blog and my blog. We might be back Sunday with Anthropoid, the new spying on the Nazis movie with Cillian Murphy. Next week, we've got Hell or High Water, also a movie that Liam and I saw, and spoiler alert, highly recommend. We've got War Dogs, which is going to be funny as shit, I hope, I pray. And Ben-Hur, which is going to be hilarious by the fact that Morgan Freeman wears a mop on his head. Good night, everybody!